In this video we're going to create stunning memories photo slideshows in Filmora 12, like this. Hello everyone. Welcome to Salih Tutorials. In this video, we explore how to create stunning memories photo slideshows in Filmora 12, perfect for capturing memories and sharing with loved ones. We take you through the entire process from importing your photos, adding transitions, animations, music, and more to creating a personalized and professional-looking slideshow. Whether it's for a wedding, birthday, or just a special moment with friends and family, this tutorial will help you make your memories magical. So let's get started. Open your Filmora video editor. So to make this photo slideshow, I have some photos in media. I will use these images in today's slideshow. If you want to download it, its free download link is in the description. First we need a white color picture. So for that I go to stock media. From here I drag and drop the white color picture on the timeline. After dropping the picture onto the timeline, double click it. Go to the basic section and unfold the transform tab. Unlock the scale from here. And then decrease the value X of the scale. And set it to 70. And leave the scale value Y at 100. OK. Then go to media. And from here drag and drop any of your photos into the second track of the timeline. We have to adjust the size and position of this photo above the white color picture. So for that I double click on this photo. Go to the scale. Set both X and Y values of the scale to 80. To set both values together, you must have your scale locked. Next, set the Y position of the photo to 90. So we'll have a photo superimposed on a white background like this. OK. You can see that we have an empty area on the white background below the photo. Here we can write any text for the slideshow as per our choice. To write text, I go to Quick Text and click on it. Double click on it to edit it. Write anything you like here. Here I write love. I select black as the text color. I change his font. The font I choose for the text is Arizona Regular. I keep the font size at 62. After doing this, now take a snapshot of it. Remember to keep the snapshot format PNG selected. This way I also edit the rest of the photos and take snapshots of them. So to add the next image, first we will delete the image in the middle track. And we'll drag the next image into the middle track. Double click the image in the same way. Set both scale values to 80. And set the Y position to 90. After editing the next image, don't forget to edit the text. Double click on the text and edit it. And then take a snapshot of it in PNG format. You have to edit the whole picture in the same way. And so I edited the rest of the photos myself, and took snapshots of it. After doing this, delete everything on the timeline. I delete these empty tracks. So the snapshots I took are in my media. I drag and drop one of these snapshots onto the timeline. I set the snapshot duration and set it to 3 seconds. Move the playhead to the start of the photo. Double-click the snapshot. Go to Image tab and click on it. Here you have to unfold the Transform tab inside the Basic section. Now let's create an animation for this photo. So for this, the first keyframe I add at the very start of this snapshot image. That is, in this keyframe, the position of my playhead is at 0 duration. Then for the second keyframe, click on the timecode display to activate it. Type in 00:00:00:16 using your keyboard. Press enter to set the playhead position at that timecode. And then add another keyframe to that timecode. You also need to add keyframes to the same duration. I keep all these keyframes empty for now, and I don't change any values in them. Go to timecode again for the third keyframe. Type 00:00:00:18 here from your keyboard. And then press enter button. So your playhead will be set to that position. Add an empty keyframe here as well. Go to timecode again for the fourth keyframe. Type here from your keyboard 00:00:01:06. And then press enter button. So your playhead will be set to that position. Add an empty keyframe here as well. Go to timecode again for the fifth keyframe. Type here from your keyboard 00:00:01:14. And then press enter button. So your playhead will be set to that position. Add an empty keyframe here as well. Go to timecode again for the sixth keyframe. Type here from your keyboard 00:00:02:08. And then press enter button. So your playhead will be set to that position. Add an empty keyframe here as well. Go to timecode again for the seventh keyframe. Type here from your keyboard 00:00:02:09. And then press enter button. So your playhead will be set to that position of the photo. Add an empty keyframe here as well. Go to timecode again for the eighth keyframe. Type 00:00:03:00 from your keyboard here. And then press enter button. So your playhead will be set at the end of the snapshot. Add an empty keyframe here as well. So we have added total 8 keyframes. We haven't changed any value etc. in all these keyframes yet, and all keyframes are empty. Now we have to change its values, which will make our photo snapshot animation. First I select the first keyframe by clicking on it, and change the values of this keyframe. In this keyframe I set the scale to 50. And I set the rotation to -120 degrees. And I move the position of the same photo to the left side with the help of position X and out of the screen. So from the first keyframe to the second it will create an animation something like this. Then click on the second keyframe to select it. And set the scale in this keyframe to 80. Then select on the third keyframe. And also set its scale to 80. Then click on the fourth keyframe to select it. And set the scale to 160 in this keyframe. Then select the fifth keyframe. And also set its scale to 160. Then click on the sixth keyframe to select it. And set the scale in this keyframe to 80. Then select the seventh keyframe. Set the scale to 80 in this keyframe as well. And then select the last keyframe. And set the scale to 50 in this keyframe. Set the rotation to 120 degrees. And move the position of the photo in the same keyframe to the right side of the screen with the help of position X. So after setting the values of the keyframes to those durations like this, it will animate something like this. Now apply animation to the rest of the photos. It is very simple. So for that, I drag and drop the next photo snapshot onto the timeline. I set the duration of this photo to 3 seconds according to the duration of the photo below. I deleted the extra duration of the photo. Now we apply animation to the top photo. The easy way is I'll copy the values from the bottom photo and paste it into the keyframe of the top photo. So for that, double click on the photo below. I select the first keyframe. I copy its scale values with keyboard shortcut Ctrl+C. After copying this value, click on the photo above. Here at start I add a keyframe. And the values of the copied scale I paste here in the scale. To paste, press Ctrl+V shortcut from your keyboard. And copy the rest of the values of the below photo in this keyframe. Like I copied the rotation. Now I paste it in the same value of the keyframe of the photo above. And in the same way I also copy the values of the rest of the keyframes and paste them into the same values of the keyframe of the above photo. You can adjust the position of the photo in the start and end keyframes at the top, bottom, left or right side of the screen as you wish. When you've finished the photo's keyframes and their values, drag them to the track below. And then drag the rest of the photos by following the same method. So I finished the keyframes animation of all snapshot photos in the same way. Now we have to split all the photos in the timeline down. First I move the playhead to the position of the first photo. Zoom in on the timeline. Place the playhead between the middle keyframes of the first photo. And this photo I split here. And this way I also split the rest of the photos on the timeline between the middle keyframes. Now we need an empty video track below. So for that, go to Track Manager. Within the Track Manager, enter a video track here. Select track 1 below in track placement. Don't want an audio track, zero it out. And click OK. After doing this, we'll drag the original photos below the snapshots into its background. Remember, we dragged the original image of the image we used in the snapshots above into the background track below it. The duration of the lower track photo is kept to the zoom animation of the upper photo. And in the same way I drag the rest of the pictures, and I set the same duration. Now the background photos have to be cropped. Select the photo in the bottom track and go to the crop tool. Here select the crop ratio as 16:9. And then click apply. Crop the rest of the background photos in the same way. After doing this, go to the Effects tab and click on it. Find the grainy blur effect here. And drag and drop this effect on one of the background photos. After dragging, double-click the same background photo you dragged the effect to. And then go to Effect Settings. And from here adjust the grainy blur effect to your liking. I reduce its blur intensity, and set it to 0.25. OK. Now right-click on the same photo, on which we have dragged the effect. And then click on Copy Effect. So we have the grainy blur effect copied. Now we have to paste this effect on the rest of the photos. So to paste it, right-click on the next background photo. And click Paste Effect. And similarly, paste this effect on the rest of the background photos. Next, go to the Transitions tab and click on it. The transition I'm looking for here is called Fade White. Drag and drop this transition to the split positions of the track above. Double-click the transition. And set its duration. I enter its duration by typing 00:00:00:10. So the duration of our transition is set. Transition mode should overlap. OK. Then right-click on this transition. And copy it. Or press the shortcut Ctrl+C from your keyboard. After copying the transition, paste it at the split position of the next photo. Right-click, and click Paste. You can also press the shortcut Ctrl+V to paste the transition. This transition is to be pasted at all split positions of the track above. And now I will apply background music and sound effects to it. So for that, I create another new folder in Media. And in this folder I import MP3 files from my computer named BG Music and Camera Shutter. The free download link of both these sound effects and background music is in the description. The sound effect I have is something like this. And BG Music is something like this. I drag and drop the sound effect into the background of the transition. Remember to place the sound effect in the correct position in the background of the transition. So it will look something like this with transition. Copy this sound effect. And place it in the background of the rest of the transitions as well. After applying the sound effect, I now drag and drop the background music onto the timeline. And there you have it, your very own Stunning Memories photo slideshow. We hope you found this tutorial helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Take care.